Welcome. Hi, everyone. This is Shannon Port. It's so nice to see you. Nice. I even see some thumbs up already. So nice to have you here. Today is our December 21st solstice live stream meditation. And my name is Shannon Port. If you happen to be catching us today, or if this is the first video you're tuning into this month, we have been meeting all through December. We've been having a 21-day I Am Goddess meditation and activation. And we haven't been here every day, but we've done probably about 13 or 14 videos with a lot of archetypal healing. And we've been bringing in some archetypes to really activate us and move us through this portal into really what is the birth of a new humanity and the Age of Aquarius officially starting today. Oh wow, I'm so excited. So today is the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. I almost said Saturn Pluto because we've been through that already. Well, now we're at Jupiter and Saturn at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And I timed it so that in the next 15 minutes, we'll be here and we'll be meditating right at that very moment. And there's so much energy. I'm curious. I want to ask you if you can feel it. It's so lit up the past day. I can really feel the shift in consciousness in the collective. It's palpable that there's something happening, and that's what we're going to talk about. And the energies are going to continue to be really strong this week and all up through Christmas, up through New Year's, and well into the coming year. And so I also want to say tomorrow, I'll be doing another video. So we'll have our solstice live stream today. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video with a dear friend, someone who I work with quite often and who's been working with me for a long time. I'll be doing a video with Anya Grace on her channel. And I know a lot of you who follow my work know Anya because her and I have been collaborated on many, many things, but we'll be working on her channel and talking about the divine feminine energy on the planet in 2021. It's an all new dispensation of this energy into the collective consciousness. And so we're going to really, when her and I get together, we tend to, we get together often, but when we get together live, it tends to be quite deep and quite powerful. Her work is she's working on her platform at Elevated Woman with healing relationships. And she's in the millennial age group, but there's a strong focus in healing relationships, all relationships, as we go forward into the new year. And then she also works with women's healing, as do I. And so that's how her and I met. But everything's new. Even in my work, everything's new. The whole energy, I've been teaching light body yoga for a long time. In fact, this feels like this is the true activation of light body yoga. I started in 2003 and then it led to Light Body Woman and Light Body Tantra, but it's just been unfolding and opening with every year. And so the work I'm doing in January, I'm taking on a 3-month mentorship with women, is going to be full speed ahead. So and this is for the collective, this is for everyone here. We've been really working on healing our wounds, doing our shadow work, doing our alchemy and our transmutation. And so a lot of the groups of women I've worked with, there's been a really deep focus. And even when I work with Light Body Yoga, with everyone, on healing. And we'll continue to heal, but we're going to be healing with a little bit more help and a new consciousness to facilitate that healing. And so even in this mentorship I'm doing, I've never brought in this much at one time. And I look at it and I'm like, wow, really? And the energy so wants to come forward now that we're seeding the planet with new consciousness. And so everyone, regardless of where you take in your growth and your healing and your activating, you are, in fact, if you're here today, you are becoming a point of light on the planet in a new way. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check out the link. It will be below in the description box, and you can apply and arrange, and we'll answer your questions about it. But I want to really have everybody, and this is going to be our activation, think about what you want to be in 2021? How do you want to show up? What we're good, our meditation will be the birthing our divine image. But it's important to right now, and we have just we're minutes away from the conjunction to really start. In fact, for the meditation, I want you to really think about the work you've done. Think about all the healing. We've all done huge amounts of healing, and many of us have been healing for the planet, because a lot of us have come in and we took on a certain archetype that needed to shift, and we agreed to walk through those stargates, to walk through those portals and hold the revelations for the collective, because we're going to be working together in a whole new way in 2021. 2020 has been a really serious year, and everybody knows that. I wrote a little bit about it this morning. It's been a year of going inward, though. Sometimes the dark forces are in service of the light. And so the happenings of 2020, although they could seem so challenging and so contracting, like they were a contraction of our freedoms and our expression and our movement, maybe even our finances, maybe even our health. The dark force, as we'll see today, because it's winter solstice where I live, works to bring us inward and to bring us into the womb. And everybody's been back home way more than ever before. This is the goddess energy of the Great Mother and the womb. And this has been a time to really, really remember what it is to go home, to go inward, to go into the long, dark night and reclaim that light, the divine spark. So we have a lot to go into to start the meditation. I'm just going to see if there's anything else I want to say before we do that. All right. Okay. So yes, it's been an 8-year cycle since 2012. I'm not sure if I said this, but 12 is the number of the masculine healing. And so now we have 2021, which is the reversal of 12, and we're at 21. The number 21 is a number of cosmic consciousness. It's a number connected with Saturn. And so this is the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. It's a number of manifesting, but Saturn is also a number of dismantling. So at the same time that we are creating a completely new world, there's a lot of Saturn energy breaking down the old structures, the old cultural norms, the old institutions, the old financial system, the old way that we relate to each other, and the old some of our relationship codes that are shifting in, so that we can really be heart-based. And so this is a time to claim this so that you can walk forward in truth and in light, even as the dark forces are at war with each other and at war with humanity. And when I say that, it's not to be scary, but there is a war in consciousness happening, and are two different ideologies that play pretty down and dirty with each other, and they're at it right now. So we can witness those as a reflection of the healing that we've done within our own consciousness, our own polarity of our right and left brain, of our mind and our heart, that the dark things that have played out in all of our relationships, in all of our family lineage, in our genetics, and know that this is a culmination of all of that, and that it's okay. We're gonna go into that place today where we know Jupiter and Saturn are at 0 degrees. This is an initiation into the Age of Aquarius. It's birth. We talked about it yesterday, the expansiveness of Jupiter and the contraction of Saturn. 21, this will be the 21st year in the 21st century. We are going into the energy of manifesting cosmic consciousness along with the dismantling energy. And so that being said, I'm going to start to take us in to a new, to a little bit deeper frequency as we go into the meditation. I'll just take a quick peek down Ah, so nice to see you from Turkey and from, oh my gosh, so there's so many people. Oh, yeah, so nice to see you. Okay. And yesterday someone talked about yalda, and I don't know if I said that right, but it was, I looked it up and I didn't realize that it was the Iranian celebration of solstice and the light, and it was so beautiful. And I want to go deeper into that, but it was so beautiful that you were here and that you brought that up. Just going to take a quick peek from Brazil, from the UK. All right. All right. This is it. This is it. Let's do it. This is, oh, so nice to see you. And Anya's here. So nice to see you. Okay. Hi. Ah, I feel so lucky and so blessed right now. Just to even be in this position. I was thinking about it today, and it's significant for my personal journey, but also the relationship that each of our personal journey has a relationship with the whole. That's what the Age of Aquarius is about. So it's about understanding how your personal path is in relationship with the entire collective. And when you think about that, it's so beautiful because it's like a love relationship, and the collective is your partner. And so just like in partnership, we look at what we bring to the table, what our gifts are. When you know what that gift is, and when you do that work, there is nothing more fulfilling than going to bed at night, than waking up in the morning, knowing that you're showing up and that your awakening is happening and that your healing is happening. It's the most, it truthfully, it's the only thing that really fulfills the soul. All the material things in the world, all the goodies that we create and manifest are beautiful, but they pass, they come and go. But what stays is the energy that we birth in our heart. And it comes through sounding our note and carrying our signature into the world. And so that today we're going to really look at our divine blueprint as we go forward. I'm just going to see if there's anything, everything is possible right now. Just know, or there were 5 minutes away, we're going to go in. Everything is possible in this moment. All the power that ever was or will be is here now, in this moment. We are awakening. We are coming into a new state of consciousness where divine love is our leader, where service is what we value, where creativity and manifesting new technology, new educational systems, new science, new ways of exchanging wealth, new ways of loving each other and seeing each other. We're revisioning this planet. And so I'm going to ask you to just take a moment and go in now. Yeah, we're birthing a world of love. And we've known this is in all of our prophecies. And in fact, in just moments, we're here, we're right here at this point. And so I want you to tune into that place we talked about yesterday. I want you to go into the core of your being and go into that divine energy, which is about healing, which is about love, which is about pure creative power. It's about compassion. It's about true vision and understanding. It's about life and expression. And it's about truth with a capital T. This is who you are. And this is the energy that is coming into us today. The solstices are about light. So are the equinoxes. The path of the sun is the path of our own initiation in the mysteries. And at the solstices, we're working with light. In the northern hemisphere, we're working with the inner light. And in the southern hemisphere, where there's summer solstice, there's a beautiful light in the outer world. And so I just ask you to go. I'm going to ask everyone to go into their womb right now. And just let your own inner spark begin to bubble up within you. So we'll just take a moment here. I want you to feel safe and held. And I want you to know that it's wisdom that you can trust. It's the great wisdom of Sophia and the solar feminine light. That is your true wealth. It's your only wealth. It's the source of love. It's the source of the electric energy. It's the source of creativity. And it's the source of purification. And so it purifies us when we go in. And so in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in winter solstice, and the Northern Hemisphere represents the true north of the body, of the blueprint of Earth. And so we're going in right now to discover the light, it's the birth of the Christ. It's what Christmas really is. It's been in all of our traditions since we manifest in this reality. It's been the reminder, the savior, the salvation, the redemption, the rise of our true feminine energy. And so now I want you to call in. We're right here. We're just a moment away from the conjunction is on right now. We're beginning the age of Aquarius. I just got energy running like crazy through my body. I want you to call in your divine image. And so I'm going to ask you to just now see yourself, what you're feeling at this moment is what you're going to take with you through this portal, whatever it is that you want to be with this flood of new energy that's coming in. It's a huge wave for humanity. See it right now. Bow to your own journey. Just take a moment and honor yourself. Honor where you've been and honor all the work that you've done. Honor all the healing, all the loving, all the mistakes that you've had to make. In this energy, you could be nothing less than pure and perfect. And this is the energy we're claiming to go forward. So now it's just a matter of knowing, because remember, we talked about that space. Our divine free will has to allow the energy to pour forth and activate us. It's the only thing we're responsible for, is just surrendering and allowing it to be. The divine takes care of the rest. Anything that will still be healed in the new energies will be right there. We don't have to look for it. It will show up. But it will show up with light, and it will show up with new energy for healing. The divine feminine energy will be on. And so I'm just going to have you take a moment and really see yourself, cleanse yourself as well. Step into that light of the nucleus and let yourself bathe in that energy for a while. Just take a moment with that. I have a couple things that I wanted to say in this meditation. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. So in this place, I want you to ask yourself, what energy are you? Just scanning yourself, scanning your being. What is the energy of this being? Really look. Who are you? What wants to be expressed? And if you don't know, claim it. Claim what your heart and your desire force is calling forth. It's your desire that is your divine feminine. The divine feminine and the goddess is desire. What you desire is coming from an impulse. And I'm quite sure it's a high impulse if you're here in this moment, because we're being completely held with some really divine luminous energy right now. What do you believe right now to be true? Just take a moment and ask yourself, what is it that rules your life? What is it that you believe and that you let be the creator and the creative force of how you live and the way you live? Because pretty much all of us have beliefs that we can let go of right now. The potential now, it's an all new potential, but we have to align with this particular energy. We have to know the goddess within us. And have you take a deep breath in and really feel it. So, what do you believe? If you need to adjust that belief right now, now would be the time. It would be the best time, because whatever you're believing right now, you're taking with you. We're creating a blueprint right now that you're going to walk through it for the next thousands of years. And so, create it with detail and with divine love. The question is, do you want the belief you were carrying to be the belief that goes with you? Now would be the time to just simply let it go. If it's time to let that belief go, take a moment right now. I'm going to ask you to just see what is the belief right underneath it that wants to birth. What is this new reality that's in harmony with the values of the age of Aquarius and this new age? Those are the values of expressing yourself fully, of loving fully with beautiful commitments, but with your own truth, of creativity, of invention, of service, of music, of light, of a complete new reality for humankind. We know what the old one looked like. We've been at the end of a very dark period of our history. So now we're creating the new divine image. So now just look at your own image. This is the moment. What is your personal code, your true divine image? I'm going to ask you to go really deep, and I'll be silent for just a moment. Really see it. As you see your image, you can see yourself stepping out and just feeling that part of you birthing out of your heart and being right with you in this space. In this space, we have union, we have love, we have perfect forgiveness, collaboration, family, friends. The age of Aquarius is the age of friendship. It's our 11th house. Friendship is golden in this age, but friendship with your own soul is the it's the grail. It's the holy grail. You have to love your own soul and become your own soul. Joyful projects and creativity heightening your ability to walk through into this golden gate, into the new earth with love for all. There's nothing to hide. We're becoming more transparent. This is what I meant to say. As we can see with our technology, our minds and our thoughts are becoming public. And this is going to continue to happen. That what we once had as private is becoming more and more exposed. It's been long predicted that this would happen. We no longer be able to entertain fully private thoughts. We see the AI mimicking this process. But when you're clean and pure, when you really do the work, there's a way to protect those things that are meant to be protected, but your everyday use of what we call the divine word, thought, thinking, speaking, reality, creating your reality, there's no need to hide it because it's in alignment. It's quite a concept to understand, but this is the direction it's happening more and more. You might even, if you're an empath, know that you're communicating with people all the time and in the astral all the time. And so right now we're learning how to do that, but this is just to really remember that when you are being who you've come to be, you don't have to hide anything, because it's only our anger and our rage at our own limitation that makes us feel angry at others. When we own this divine image, it's really hard for other people to upset us because we're expressing it, and it's our light and our magnetism. And so I just wanted to bring that in to know that in the age of Aquarius, it's about it's about that saying, it's not what you do when you're in front of people, it's what you do when people can't see that is a true master. That's becoming more and more true for all of us. And it's quite deep, but this is part of your divine image to understand that. And you'll be having heightened communication with those souls who are on your frequency. And this is really powerful. So at this time of the Jupiter conjunction with Saturn, at this 0 degrees, you might know or you might not yet know who are you meant to be in touch with. And we have the unseen reality as well. We all have a divine lineage that we're working with. When we are in that frequency, there's a network of energy that becomes part of our power. And so the Age of Aquarius is about connecting the grid. And so we have the collective grid, which has been very weighty over the past, many years, because the collective consciousness is intense. It's everybody. But in our own work, we have grids of souls that we work with, and then the master energies of those groups are already ascended into the higher octave, the completely and all the way up to the source energy. And so I'm just going to have you sit with that for a moment. The energy of this work is very connected. I want you to just take a moment and breathe in this energy for a moment. Some of you might feel your ancestors. Some of you will feel teachers that you've known before in other lifetimes. Some of you will feel soulmates or twin flames. I never use that language, but truthfully, when you're in a certain frequency, the energies that the love that just poured through when I said that love is so profound. And some of us are soulmates already working in the manifest world. And so when you are in your place, you connect to that energy. And everybody's group is trying to build their own ship right now so that they can rise up. So it's everybody, your energy is looking for you. Those who have gone ahead are reaching back for you and sending light on our path so that we can find our way to join with those groups. And so just take a moment and feel if there's anything calling to you. It's a matter of frequency. And then on up into the highest of frequencies. That's all master energy is, being able to have a continuity of consciousness at a particular frequency. Some of us have done so much work to enter into a new level, and now we can have a little bit of a relief because the energies coming in are helping us. And so let me just see if there's anything else. We're going to do I am to birth this divine image. This is what I want to say. There's no need. This is a new era. There's no need we don't have to be at war anymore. I know if you might be a warrior and your true divine image, your true nature, we don't have to be at war. It's not about fighting or taking down. A lot of things are coming down right now, but this is about coming into our divine creativity. And this has been happening since 2012, but this is the higher octave now of 2012. This is about really creating the new and being in alignment with your gifts. You can have compassion for everything that's happening. There's a lot of things coming in very soon. A lot of changes. There's no need to have fear. Speak when you're called to speak. Allow your higher self, which is what we're really connecting with right now, to be your guiding light. There's nothing to fear. First of all, your life force goes on through infinity, and so there's no death. But we do take care of our physical body. But if you're doing what you've come to do in this lifetime, there's nothing to worry about. And so I'm just going to have you see if you can feel the energy of this activation that's happening around the globe. And there's so many people meditating right now. I'm going to bring in a couple more things, and then we'll do our I am. So I'm going to ask you, are you a divine warrior? This is in case you need a little help with your divine image. I'll give you some archetypes. Are you a divine artist? An artist? Are you a divine scientist? Are you a divine partner in a love relationship? Are you a divine mother or a divine father, birthing the archetype of the Trinity into form on earth? Are you a divine leader? You know deep down what you've come to do. Are you meant to lead? Are you a divine performer? Are you meant to be in the performing arts? A divine musician, a divine actor? Are you a divine healer? Are you a healer? Are you meant to really, really work with people and even groups of people on the deepest level? We ask that that be activated when the time is right. Are you a divine teacher of the wisdom? Do you know that you've been being prepared by your soul to be a teacher in this era? When you know it, you know it. There's no escaping it. When you've come to do something, it finds you. Are you a divine builder of the new reality or a builder of the new forms? A divine inventor? Are you a divine storyteller? A divine poet? A divine mystic? A divine prophet? A divine doctor? Are you a divine goddess? Or God? Meaning, are you holding that in there's so many versions, but you know, and what is your unique expression? What is your gender? What are your archetypes that you really know are you? You've known since you were a child. You've known on some level. We talked about that yesterday, how kids know. They know where they've come from. All right, just take a deep breath in and exhale. All right, so now just seeing yourself standing in this golden light. It's the golden age we're entering into. It's really the age of the solar. I call it the solar feminine, but it's the age of a new reality, new energy. It's going to be so amazing, so amazing. That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm just going to ask you to just going to have everyone reach your arms out for a moment, just to stretch out. Take a moment before we do. I'm going to have you just reach up and just reach up with the gesture to the universe, to the cosmos of receiving. Really, really just allow yourself to know that this is a time to receive. Let your fingertips that connect with all your meridians receive. And then just see the sun above you and the spiritual sun behind the sun within your heart, the sun within the earth. And of course, all joining with our lunar consciousness, which really holds the feminine codes within our subconscious mind. Those are being activated right now. And so I'm going to have you bring your fingertips together, touch your fingertips together and just tap them for a moment. Just tapping your fingertips and then coming down through a prayer pose into diamond mudra, and we'll birth the light into our field. And so if you've been with me for a long time, you know we're just giving birth to the light. It's the highest protective light, and it's the highest light of love and trust and faith, honesty, understanding, pure creative energy. Honesty too, like when we're honest with ourselves and when we just surrender, means we're honest even with some things that sometimes we're not happy about or we're ashamed of, to just be honest about them and then just let them be in this light. We can relieve our burden as we birth this light into our field. And so now just putting the diamond mudra in front of your heart, repeating after me. I am before me. I am behind me. I am at my left. I am at my right. I am above me. I am below me. I am unto me. And take a deep breath in, breathe in all the way. And as you hold it, you feel there's pranic power there. Draw your solar plexus in, lift up even through your pelvic floor, and just feel it in your heart, your divine image. Breathe in a little more and exhale. Sending your projection through your breath into the field, into the new field of this new energy and this new era. And now just take a moment and see yourself in front of yourself. See yourself stepping out of the old and walking in freedom into this new world. And so we'll activate it. We'll activate the Trinity within you of your mind, your heart, and your divine will with I am. I am. I know I am. I am. I am. I know I am. This is the truth about the self. This is what you are. And somebody asked me why we say, I know I am, I am, I am, I know I am. It's like saying, I am that I am. It's I am, I know I am. It's the Trinity and it's the merging and it's gnosis. Gnosis is when we know. It's union. And that's what this work is all about. It's about union with our truth so that we can balance masculine and feminine. And my work has been hugely about healing the feminine and even healing the collective womankind, because that is what this age is about. We're bringing in a harmonious balance of masculine and feminine. That's why relationships are so important. That's why knowing ourselves is so important, and healing and getting out there and doing the work we've come to do and drawing upon a new energy. We call it goddess energy or divine feminine energy. It's creative, it's purely creative. Wow. I'm going to take a peek down and see if anyone has anything to say. I'm not sure how long we've been on. A little bit. So much love is here right now. Okay, I'll take a quick peek and see if anyone wants to talk about anything else. Happy, happy solstice. Happy, happy solstice. Someone saying they can feel the energy. It's very powerful. Oh, yes, dreams are heightened. Dreams are very heightened right now. I had some dreams last night too. I mean, in fact, what's happening is our dream world is merging with the outer world. That's what we talked about, how our communication, the veil or the membrane is breaking down. And so everything we think is inner is becoming exposed. Social media was really a huge part of that, because social media everyone started posting everything they're thinking. And sometimes people post what they're thinking without thinking about it. So what happens is everybody's exposed constantly. And so we're seeing everyone's subconscious, but that's mimicking how this veil between the inner and outer is getting very, very thin. And so in dream time, it's amazing to me. I feel multiple conversations happening all over with people from your past, people you love, people from the future that you'll be doing projects with, all kinds of things. I just wanted to say that because it's really big right now. So nice to see you, that you could make it live. So nice to see you from Germany. Okay, I'm going to see if there's any questions really quick. Yes, the astral body is connected to the emotional body, and we can actually move in that body. We do it all the time. We do it in dream time. But it's what we're healing right now because it's been the part of us that's been trapped in the lower desire force. And so we're healing that part of ourself. That's why we always talk about healing the heart. It's the divine feminine vehicle that we're working with right now. And I do a lot of work with that in the oh, nice to see you. Okay. Ah, so nice. So many sacred souls. Oh, and some of you were probably even in my dreams last night. So beautiful. So nice to see you. Does anybody have any last question you want to bring in? I invite you to just really be sacred during this week. Really be sacred. I see what I've been seeing is there's a lot of celebrities are shifting right now. You're going to be surprised at some of the people that are all of a sudden switch vibrations. Because people are receiving impulse, I call it divine impulses right now. People are going to be switching over, at meaning they might be on one track and they're going to change lanes. So give everyone a break. There's a lot of people who have been dubbed as, not awake, that have been, doing their inner healing, and they're starting to get the message, and that's happening really fast collectively. So still be discriminating and discerning in what you watch. There's a lot of things that are still going to go down first, but when you understand what's happening, you can have faith that it's all being very guided. Okay, is there any last thing you want to address? I'm going to take a quick peek down. Congratulations. Yeah, it's physical birth is a metaphor and an archetype for spirit. This is spiritual birth. This is in the work I do. That's why I call it light body woman. In light body yoga and light body tantra, it's the birthing of this body of light, and so that's what I work with when I do the light body woman mentorship. But it's specific for the feminine. So if you're interested in that, you'll find the link underneath this video if you come back. All right. I love all of you. Let's take a moment with this collective energy and just send it out. Let's pick something that we know needs healing. A lot of political healing, there's a lot of different platforms, even financial healing. But people are going to get the message. So let's just take a moment and send it out with positivity and love. Nobody is beyond healing. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Nobody's beyond healing. The thing is now if you can't hold energy, it's just going to naturally come down. So there's no need to go out fighting so hard because we lower our frequency when we do that. If we are teaching, or if we have our teaching hat on or our master hat on, then we need to say things how they are, but that's different. Your own frequency will guide you, and you'll be using the power of the word with your divinity. With your divinity. That is when you know there's a force coming through you. It's not coming from ego. It's coming because it's part of your mission. So that being said, all right. What do I do daily to continue with this light? Well, tune in. Take a few minutes every day. You have the I am. It's very simple. Continue your studies. Whatever you feel called to, start to look around. Again, the question is, what do you want to be in 2021? What does your life look like? What will your work be? How will you be creating? How will you be connecting? What spiritual things are new to you that you want to gain a little bit more wisdom? We're learners. We're constantly learning. It's all within us, but we're going to be learning well in groups. So when you feel called to that, look out and see where you're guided to, but take those moments every day to anchor this in. Anchor it in all the way. Don't think that just once you'll be okay unless you fully got there. Spend a few minutes in this kind of love every single day. In the morning, in nature. Nature's one of the very best places. In forgiveness with others. Every time you catch yourself condemning someone, just let it go. Just catch yourself, say, I forgive myself for condemning, and I just release that. That's the quickest way to move ahead right now. Judgment, 2020 is 2 judgments in a row. It's been the year of judgment. The more you can release that, the better off we all are. That being said, let's see if there's any last thing. We talked about with the Age of Aquarius. It really is the Age of Aquarius. The equinox point, the vernal equinox is moving into Aquarius, meaning that archetype is what's on. So You might find out where that falls in your chart and just see where it's going to really affect your life. And so just taking a moment in silence now. Hold gnosis in your heart, hold sacred union in your heart. It's the only truth there is. And this life is exciting. Even the darkest moments can turn to light. That's what I want to leave this with. You can transmute everything. In the darkest, sometimes when we activate what's called when we get inner contacts or we activate the forces, everything comes up. And so we feel like we're overwhelmed and everything is coming at us at once, especially healing. Pause and say, I know in this frequency, I can handle this. In fact, my life has been busier than it's ever been. And I think there's barely a moment between one thing and the next. And now I'm like, no, this is meant to be. The goddess is guiding through me. And just everything I do is being guided. And that's what we're meant to have. That's what this era is about. And then we have those moments of pause and silence and rest. Sometimes, though, it's a lot of work. And so in those moments, we roll up our sleeves and we do it. And we do it with a smile on our face and we laugh about it and we have humor. And then sometimes things are really in an equilibrium and those are amazing times. But humanity, for the most part, is going to be hit with some of the big periods going forward, and we'll need a little bit of foundational healing. But that's why we're all doing this right now. We're all here to be the light at this time. And so that being said, I send everyone so much love, and all the videos are on the channel that we did this month. Every one of them has powerful healing in it. It will activate your heart. If you enjoyed this content today, I ask that you please give the video a thumbs up and give it a like, and please come back and comment and let me know how you experienced this. If it was positive, I would love to hear about it. And going forward, I'm doing the video with Anya tomorrow on her channel, Anya Grace. We'll be talking divine feminine energy. And going forward, I'll be doing the goddess report every month, first day of the month. The goddess report is going to be the arc. So if you're looking for something to help connect and ground in, meet back at the beginning of the month. And then I'll do my goddess daily updates throughout the month, a couple of them. So subscribe to the channel if you want to get notifications for that. I really look forward. 2021, it's all about the light. It's going to be really, and I'm actually going to do a video. I just want to say this about the archetypes of 2021, which will have the specific lineage that I work with, which is profound, looking at it through the lens of the divine feminine, what we really have ahead in this year. And so that being said, I send you all love, and until next time, namaste. Many goddess blessings and divine light and wisdom and truth. May it shower you over this holiday season and into the new year. And so thank you for being here. Happy solstice. I just my heart is overjoyed seeing all these people that I love so dearly and people who I'm just meeting. And so that being said, okay, I'll close out.